All right, let's take you to this story now. Correctional Services has confirmed that 7 inmates have escaped from the Grahamstown Correctional Centre. A manhunt for the Zimbabwean nationals is now underway. They were arrested for alleged rhino poaching. Ronald Masinda is in Makhanda with more on the story. Good morning, Ronald. We spoke a bit earlier to Singabako. It seems that these men are very dangerous. Their profile is that of 7 men who were arrested for rhino poaching, but ordinary citizens are being told that when they do find them, they must not attempt to confront them. Talk to us about what else is happening.
Yeah, they are very dangerous indeed. Some of them even have cases of rape, murder and attempted murder. But we've just arrived outside of the Grahamstown Correctional Facility here in Makhanda, where we are seeing quite a number of police still around here, as well as correctional service officials. But what we can also say at this stage, Mfundo, is that this area is situated in a very quiet part of Makhanda. There is a lot of bush and veld here around the area, which could also make it very difficult to apprehend the 7 escapees. What we also know, and from the information that we have received from the police here in the Eastern Cape, is that an officer who was working at around 4 a.m. realized that one of the rooms, or where the escapees escaped from, the lights were on at around 4 a.m. and that is when it became apparent that they had escaped. What we also understand is that the police have launched a manhunt where they've activated a 72-hour action plan. What we also got from the information from the South African police here in the Eastern Cape is that the 7 escapees, one of them is believed to be a South African, while 6 others are from Zimbabwe. The police are looking for Luvuyo September, Bennett Kwari, Simba Masinga, Traimo Chauke, Namo Mayombo, Abraham Moyana, and Francis Chitoyo. They believed to have committed various other crimes, such as poaching, as you rightly mentioned. But what we also understand is that this area, or this prison, it's not the first time that people have escaped, or prisoners have escaped. The last reported escape was around December of 2022. But what we also know now is that things are quite quiet in terms of the investigations. Police don't want to give too much information at this stage, but the public have been warned not to approach the escapees.
But what are you getting from just physically being there at that correctional facility? Does it seem like a secure facility? Does it seem perhaps that this would have been an act of collusion with some of the officials, or it really is a structure that could easily be compromised insofar as security is concerned?
Yeah, very difficult to say at this stage, because the facility itself, it seems secure, but what we can see from the background is that some of the prisoners are working, which seems to be the norm in most facilities, correctional services facilities. But what we are also gathering just from the conversation I also had with the correctional services spokesperson is that investigations are still ongoing, and many people here are reluctant to speak. It's a very tense situation. Some of the officers that I tried to approach just to give us a few bits of information, they've been very reluctant. But Grahamstown, or Makhanda as it's now known, is an area, a town that is not too big, but it is a town where the nearest town you'll find probably 30 to 40 kilometers away. So wherever these prisoners or how they managed to escape, it's still anybody's guess. But one can also imagine, I mean, if they escaped at around 4 a.m. this morning, then they could be very far. But police, we are hoping to get more information as this story unfolds. But we will also be trying to also be speaking to locals when we get the chance, and hopefully at a later stage, the mayor here of Makhanda.